sorry, go back on Necro, but movement is just so horrible.
Sedge.
They really need to give Necromancer like a passive movement skill based on like either if you sacrifice your minions or corpse explosions or something. You need something. You're just way too slow. It seems like
she's gone.
Every character they really wanted to have like something where they shine and then something where there's like they kind of are left behind. So I think like for Necromancer, they can do fucking crazy damage to bosses, but
that must be right.
As far as like clearing, they're not speedrunning fast for dungeons.
Yeah,
they're very slow push. And Rogue, they're fast as fuck, but then they get one tapped like at the very late end game. They're like they get one tapped by basically everything. Barb is I think the only class that's just like broken all around.
Yosef.
But I don't want to play a Barb at the moment.
Yeah, I have no interest in the other classes really. I'm gonna stick with Rogue until they do a Paladin.
I'm off to bury a friend.
We'll dig his grave for you.
If they do a Paladin, which they better.
But who will dig yours?
I would play Rogue and Druid too. I don't know.
Yosef. He saved my life in Nevesk. They were not our enemies.
I'm in a cutscene, I can't invite you.
They were fools. I don't have the time for it.
I have that song stuck in my head.
I am going to Scotland.
I think it's like a
Donan deserves to be buried with
Coldplay, or not Coldplay.
I thought the dead deserved nothing,
Crossfade song.
while the
It's
living
like,
were in danger.
I have no idea.
Remember this?
Wise words. But I have a promise to keep. That's why you must ride north, ahead of me. If the cathedral doesn't have her yet.
I think I'm just, instead of farming that dungeon now, I'm like close enough to 50 where you can do like some... We can do that dungeon a couple times in World Tier 3 actually, and then grab like a few sacreds from it, maybe sacred legendaries. Then we can do Nightmare Dungeons. You'll have to carry it a little bit because I'm like already 3 levels under. We can do that dungeon, that one we were doing like a few times. I might be able to get to 50.
The unique I got from Lilith is actually pretty good.
I didn't notice until I watched you doing it that was a unique. I sold it right away because I just thought it was a legendary.
Oh no.
Apparently it's pretty... Yeah. It's okay. Like it's
good for now.
Good. Yeah. I didn't realize it was unique. I'm sorry, when I looked at it, I didn't see any change. The coloring for unique and legendary is like...
Yeah, it's
really
deceptively close.
Yeah. Gotta go over here. Me at that little thing. Yeah, I heard that like a big thing with the Spider-Man was that they really hyped up the ending for like a third one or something.
Oh yeah, it was about as much of a cliffhanger as you can get.
She had horns like a beast. Strode right past where you stand.
And then I also hear that they want to make a live action for the Miles Morales.
We'll see. I mean, as long as they don't connect it to Spider-Verse or whatever, I'm fine with it.
It's this way. For some reason when you mark this place,
that's weird.
The scales. This is what I saw in the reflections. We're close. I can save you from this, Mother. I promise. I can learn how to.
Oh, she's still schizo about learning necromancy. That's good.
You're going to leave me, aren't you? Not what I expected. But let's not give up hope.
Been in this dungeon 700 times already.
I thought you'd know me better by now.
I think we
I'm
have
my
to do
mother's
it.
daughter. Where there's a lead, there's a way. And I'll follow it to the end.
Okay, now we leave again. Alright, cool.
Yeah, it's just a letter.
Shh.
It's just written in Spanish, so we can't read it.
No habla español.
It's written in Heraldic or whatever.
Definitely no habla that.
You have a portal there?
Yeah.
I don't have the whole map.
I rode around like this area before I did the final thing. I got pretty much most of the bottom of the map done.
I'm gonna grab the point.
Me having a waypoint and you not? What is this sorcery? Oh wait, this is all the way up here. Well, never mind. So
I
that's
really wish that shit was account wide.
yeah,
You need
that's
to make
annoying.
the map and waypoints account wide.
Yeah,
Some of
that's,
the waypoints were, but I don't understand why not all of them were. It doesn't make sense.
yeah, that's kind of weird.
I think they'll do that. They'll probably make the map and waypoints carry over per season for the account wides. At least give us that.
Only hear one sound.
Otherwise, I think if they don't do that, they're gonna lose a lot of people just because of that.
Fortunately, I need my allies.
Gonna keep like people from coming, but no one's gonna want to like grind that shit. It's just annoying.
No, I think it was Talos that said they were resetting. What was that?
The altars you only have to do once. You never have to do them again. But supposedly everything else you have to redo.
All the renown and everything. Yeah.
The skill, yeah. But the altars, I think they're the benefits.
I spent
like
a lot of time
a one-time
learning this
thing.
code. So I hope you remember how to read it,
I read.
Loreth. Because you are the last Horadrim now.
Yeah, this is the last thing.
My mother would have wanted me to stay with you. She believed the Horadrim had all the answers.
Yeah, I agree with Casey and you that the Lilith fight was
I
kind of
don't know if she'd
underwhelming.
recognize this person I'm becoming.
Yeah, I think they. Honestly, I would have been fine with them. Like, what do you call it? Just gating it to where like she gets away and they save the final like true ending for a very late game, in game or something.
Yeah.
Then
If there was like
There
a
isn't-
crazy in-game like world boss level of HP and challenge,
There is.
that would
It's
have
called
been.
an Uber. It's called Uber Lilith at level 100.
Oh, that's
but-
fun. But it's not like story based, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
you were bitter.
I would have been fine with that, to be honest.
You were uncertain.
At least like,
Having Lilith be a constant threat, but like I feel like they're gonna bring Mephisto in for the seasonal threats or whatever. He's gonna come back for sure.
I think he'll be the expansion, not the
That's
seasonal.
what I hold on
Oh.
to.
My theory is Nerel's gonna
Much further to go.
like get corrupted, like we did kind of by Mephisto and.
And what are we watching the cutscene where the dog is looking over her? I think that's foreshadowing.
Your imperfection.
I think Mephisto will be the second expansion. I don't think he's gonna be the first. I think Nerel
To face what
is gonna
comes
open
next.
up something, and someone else is gonna be the first expansion bad guy,
And his
and then
brothers.
Mephisto the second. Plus, it makes sense because Mephisto is like the most badass voice acting, so like
Yeah,
it's like they're
yeah. I thought
they're
his
slowly hyping him up.
character was kind of interesting
know
too.
how
It's
much
like
time I have.
you never really understood what his motive
But there
was.
has to be a better
Yeah.
answer.
It's like I believed he wanted to help, but also
And I
he
have to
definitely
find
wanted to
it.
ruin everything.
I don't think he wanted to help. I think he was just using everyone for his own gains to come back.
Yeah.
I know he'll want to go
Because
with
if
me,
Lilith succeeded,
people
then they
have
would have been
already died.
locked forever.
because I was not careful
Oh.
enough. I can't risk you too.
Yeah, I thought the campaign was okay. This game didn't really grab me as much as I hoped it would.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna be the case. Like, it's not
Misjudged
story.
Just
kinda,
Diablo
I mean,
2
they
and
did
3
a-
both had really...
to survive.
Even Diablo 3's story, I think, was a little better than this one.
Leave behind.
Some of the
Yeah, that's
story
not
arcs were like
random.
kind of random or whatever. Act 2 and
They
3
did a good
really...
job, though. Like,
Yeah.
for a game, like an ARPG where their main focus is like the grind and gear and all that stuff.
Don't get
The
to
story was good enough. Unlike Path of Exile, where like nobody, even the people that play that all the time, no one knows what the fuck's
No,
going on in the story.
I think the ending acts, like Act 5 and 6 were like top tier Diablo. Like the Inarius versus Lilith cutscene was god, like, oh my gosh, that was so good.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But I feel like you were saying, like they wasted a lot of like the asset, like that guy in Act 2, the dude. That was
Yeah,
on the
that boss,
dog.
yeah.
That was
Oh,
such a
and this game
waste.
fell victim to content padding at the end. I hate when they do the thing where you like refight all the bosses. It's so it's just annoying.
Because
I
if
don't know.
everything works out as I am hoping,
Yeah, it's kind of like
we will
Destiny's
never
problem.
see each other again.
So
Right,
what?
which is one
She's
dude.
like going on this boat with Mephisto. Does she like control him essentially now? Is that what I'm getting at?
She's just trying to learn and get more answers to stuff
It's interesting.
on her own.
Okay.
She'll probably like come back with some sort of knowledge. to
Sorry.
Sanctuary.
Sorry, all the game developers. You all did great, but I have a game to play. Okay. Now,
Let's go do the main city.
gotta talk to this guy.
Good. She's out there with a
Boy.
problem evil, but we've been instructed not to follow. Wouldn't even know where to start searching if we did. So until we know more, we'll have to wait.
I got unlocked World Tier 3 at like
I can't just sit
Nolan
idly
them at
by
like
waiting for word.
43,
No?
so I was like 7 levels under, and it was
Go
pretty
after it
rough.
against her will.
It was like giant paladin knights like were fucking me up.
You're right about Norel, friend. But there's still work to be done in Sanctuary. I'm going to the Tree of Whispers,
I mean,
Why would you do that?
because it might be our only ally left.
but World Tier like
We may soon
50
need
to
allies more than ever.
60
Fine.
kind of flies by.
Go see the
You
tree.
kind of like try to get sacreds and do the same thing over, but again, you have to remember that once you get to, you want to try to get into World Tier 4 as early as you can. Because like what a lot of people are doing is like the Helltides area. You can do all this stuff in World Tier 3 because it's like for an hour. You can do all the stuff for World Tier 3. Then once you have enough currency during the Helltide, because you lose the currency once the Helltide's over, you can open the chests that cost 175 of the currency, and then it drops like, if you go to this website where it shows like where those mystery chests are, the one that they were posting in Discord, and they drop 4 legendaries from each one. Really good. So you can switch to World Tier 4 during the event, go find the chest. You'll still have that currency, and then there'll be ancestrals compared to sacreds. And the strat.
I need to do some salvaging before I do this.
Yeah, it'll be real quick though. It's not years. You do scrap shit. I actually noticed like big time, like when I was on my Neko during the first like story playthrough and getting to Act 3, like I was min-maxing a lot, looking at gear and like, oh, this is good, and not like just upgrading like based off of the DPS or the item power, you know? And now that I know that like it's a means to an end as far as like upgrading your shit, I didn't do anything with like my sorcerers. I just put, if it was higher, I put it on. I barely noticed any negative effects from doing that. So it does not really matter at all while leveling. They were like pretty good about that. But now in game, like you kind of look for the stats now. Also, you should change the guide thing to in game instead of leveling. I think Noel said that yours stays the same, most of it. The skills, but there might be a few passes that are different now for you.
I think my guide actually has in-game after leveling in the same thing. It has the Paragon.
I'm pretty sure they were different. If it's the one on max roll, they're different.
I used one on Icy Veins. I might need to look.
Okay.
Rogue end game. Literally the exact same thing I just pulled up. Paragon's the only in-game leveling, or do you like add skill points as well?
You don't get any skill points after.
Okay,
you
so
get 59 or 60. No, I think it's 59 total. 50 is from leveling, and then the 9 extras from the Paragon, or sorry, the renowned stuff. You get 2 skill points per region on the renown, the 1st and 3rd level. And those 9 or 10 points are like really good because you can grab like passives or max out a few skill slots. But then yeah, it mainly focuses on the, so like after 50 now, every level you get 3 passives. Like the bar will change once you hit 50. Instead of like the little experience bar, you'll see little blue markers a third of the way each there. I think in total till 100 you get like 260 passive points, and then there's Paragon boards. You'll kind of see how it works. I think the Paragon board you want to follow more so like a guide for, because
I've got it pulled up here.
Yeah, there's like nodes on each board, so it like works like you go left or right basically on the path, and then going upwards, and you grab little nodes, small nodes that are like +5 dexterity, +5 intelligence, and then there's a glyph in the center, and then you get certain glyph sockets from doing Nightmare Dungeon. There's like 20 different ones, and then those have like a bonus where it's like for each dexterity you grab close to this, you get a % damage or % armor or some sort of buff basically. And then there's legendary nodes, which are basically like really.
Yeah, I see the legend. Yeah, so it basically tells me what nodes I need to get on here, so that'll work.
Some of the nodes are really crazy. Like even the smaller ones, they'll be like +10% damage.
Yeah, one of my nodes is 22.5% increased critical strike damage to enemies affected by trap skills. So that's pretty good.
Are your skills the same though for the end game?
Yeah.
I don't think mine are. I have to like redo mine once I get to 50. There he goes. What? Yeah, once I get to 50, because I already have the extra ones on there. I'll be a little slow because I'm like 3 levels on there. I had an issue with just these big guys. I think.
My poison immune is crazy. I have 3 items that are like giving me plus poison damage or damage to poison enemies. It's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Don't have enough
I was reading that one of the two hardest stats to roll for some reason is life on an item, like plus 100 life. Later on you'll get, you get into ancestral, it can drop like plus 900 life.
What the heck?
It's like a crazy stat, yeah. I think ancestor World Tier 3, it's the sacred amount that I was getting was like plus 300 on one of them. And then movement speed. It's really hard to roll movement speed on boots for some reason. It's not very common. It's like exactly what I needed on my necker.
Need more time.
Needed one with like 2 evades, 50% increased movement speed after you're evading for a second or whatever it is. Then I needed like an actual movement speed stat, like 10% or something. And then I would play, but I did not find one at all in the first 10 levels.
I'm not ready. Need more time. I need more energy.
Since I haven't min-maxed at all in this character yet, I'm kind of excited to just hurry and get into World Tier 3. Kind of why I was doing that dungeon. I'm also hearing that even fucking Source is getting like one tapped by mobs, like white trash mobs and nightmare dungeons after like 70. That's kind of fun to hear either, yeah. That's why the crit dude switched to like a Necromancer minion build. Because he said as far as the Paragon board goes, Necromancer has the most armor nodes.
Need more time.
So Necromancer's like got very high survivability in game on the Paragon board.
Need more time.
They're like triple enchanted, bro. Holy crap.
I need more time. I need more energy. I'm not ready.
Hello.
What are you doing in here, little bro?
I don't have enough energy.
I think we're the little bros to him.
Yeah.
Big bro.
You need time to return.
We need 2 more. More big bros.
energy.
I got this new passive that like has a chance to drop a rain of arrows, and it's like actually kind of pog as well.
On your skill tree or the
It's a it's a armor
Item.
thing. Yeah.
stat thing? Yeah. Is it a aspect?
Yes. Yeah. Forgot which thing it's from, but
You really want to make a hardcore character? I'm definitely not gonna do it yet because like I hear a lot of people are like dying to like just lag and disconnects.
I'm all good. I'm all good on that one.
Yeah, I've seen so many clips where they're like 90.
Didn't Shroud lose his? Didn't Shroud lose his to a disconnect?
Once, yeah, the second time. That's such like, oh my god, the time sink that goes into that, and then dying. Something that's like, if it's your internet, I mean, it's on you, but like, for like their own servers, like, I don't know, that's just shitty. I think the second time when that happened, only because he's Shroud, Blizzard like revived this character. He got
What?
special treatment on
Oh,
that.
that's.
I mean,
I mean, if it's from a disconnect, yeah, that's fine.
Nah, I think that's just still unfair because there's normal people that they're not gonna get their shit.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Shroud should have been the one that been like, nah, that's okay. Should have been the bigger guy there.
But of course, he's not gonna be.
No, he's streaming. He's not gonna. Yes and no. He should have, but at the same time, I understand why he's doing that. It's crazy. Even Amaranth, she was playing Diablo. Dude, she had like a 21-hour stream session. When I was watching her, dude, her DPS is higher than mine. And she's like only 2 or 3 levels higher. I'm just like, she's not Amaranth.
Lolly.
Kinda funny. Is that all of them?
Yeah.
Amount of energy. I'm not ready. Need more time. I'm not ready yet.
You like any of the games? Any of the trailers, the events last few weeks or so?
Oh, I think I've talked multiple times about my last ounce of copium for Starfield, and it actually looks good.
I watched that. Like I like
It actually
stopped watching,
looks
at the
like it's gonna be
beginning of their
really
little
good.
Special.
My hopes were not high after their trailer last year, but it seems like the year delay did good for the game.
I don't even remember. Like I think I never got into the Star Citizen hype, or I don't think I even remember Starfield.
It's nothing like Star Citizen. It's an RPG, like single player RPG, obviously. Also, Star Citizen is an incomplete game.
Yeah, it's like a crowdfunded game or something too, right?
Yeah. Highest funded game of all time, I believe.
Unfortunate. It doesn't mean much.
I mean, the devs are just greedy assholes, quite frankly. All they do now is add ships to siphon more money from their players. Meanwhile, the game still runs at like 10 FPS at best.
The fucking that I thought looked insane was visually was the Microsoft Flight Simulator. This shit just looks fucking insane.
That game always looks so good. It's not the type of game I'd play, but like I love watching Lyric play the 2020 version. I was surprised. I was like surprised they did another one so soon, considering how technologically advanced the 2020 version was.
It's the same game. It's just an update.
That's like a new game, I think. It's called something different, so I'm assuming it's a new game. They're adding like search and rescue and like wildfire battling. Kind of interesting.
I thought it was just called Flight Simulator 2024. I assumed it was just an update. I didn't know it was like a whole new thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a whole new game. Might be wrong, but.
Look.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that guy's weapon is so sick. Holy crap. I want that weapon.
I think the little magician can revive them. If I remember right.
Might want to kill him first then.
I don't know which one. I guess the Sacred and the Grand Inquisitor, I guess. Fuck up the Inquisitor. Alright, now go to the physician guy.
Need more time.
Get electrocuted, little bro. Fucking big bitch. Macking the fuck out of me.
Need more time.
I think they should have taken more time for the bosses. It's like mobs are like, you kind of get like overrun, so they become difficult, but you can like tank almost all the boss moves in every dungeon, you know?
No.
I don't know if that's maybe just because it's supposed to just get harder later, or that's just a fault on the design of boss fights. Like the last one, I think, was one of the better ones, because he does like a lot of like ground stuff that you have to like kind of be dodging around.
It's an in-depth dungeon.
Yeah, these world tier ones are a little rougher. They're around the same length. This area is just annoying. Like kill all the enemies. The reason I was farming that other one is because it's kind of like this one where there's like just a shitload of ads, but that's like a really narrow dungeon, so it's easy to farm. You kill like a shitload. after this, you can do some of the Nightmare dungeons. Maybe False. I think False was on. You might want to join. So one thing I do like about the Nightmare dungeon is the scaling. You can do like the lower tier Nightmare dungeons that are like tier 1 or tier 2, and they scale like with your level about. Pretty like higher stage, and they get a level above you. I remember Noel and I were like trying to do it with the Utes. Like we wanted to do like a tier 19, and we were like 19 levels under. That shit was rough.
Wait, so tier 19 equals that's how many levels you're underneath it, or is it just like?
I'm not sure how it works. I think it's something like that, yeah.
So I remember seeing people doing those types of things, and like seems to match with that sort of philosophy. Like that's how many levels you are underneath it. Good luck, have fun.
But that bin guy, when they first showed the Nightmare, like that broken whirlwind class, he was doing a tier 100 Nightmare dungeon or something like that. I think it was still just 100. But I've seen also like people doing Nightmare dungeons where it's like the enemies will be over 100. I'm not really sure how it works.
So a lot of people said that signs of a world tier 5 are popping up in like the game files.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. There's gonna be an extra more. Wonder if they'll do it kind of like how Destiny does theirs, or like when there's an expansion, the levels go up some, you know?
Yeah, it reminded me of Destiny for sure. So.
I wonder if it might jump to like 120 or something.
If they're like overpowered enemies based on like max level, that would be pretty cool.
I think that's one of the things that I really like about this game is like the scaling and how you can like play with your friends and it scales differently in the same instance. That's really cool. It seems like
it's great. It's like
to code.
It all just adds to like to the impression of like how like smoothly this game launched with how many things like they had to put into consideration or whatever. Just very impressive.
Like the world boss, like there's like 12 people in that instance, and the world boss could be scaling differently for every single person.
Is the Shava still a world boss in the full release? Because he was like a story boss too. That was kind of interesting. I was like, oh lord, I'm getting PTSD from this guy.
Yeah, he's pretty easy. You just stand like by his ass crack.
I mean, he was easy in the story, but obviously scale different for the story.
Oh yeah, he's got way more health. He's a world boss, sure. You need to get like crits for this build. Like you can get all crits. This thing will be crazy. I really like how good the controller support is too for this. Like so good.
It seems pretty intuitive and straightforward.
I think it might be better than MK.
Oh,
Wait, like movement.
I don't know, mouse and keyboard just always feels so natural in these games. Obviously, ARPGs were created before. Some ARPGs were created before consoles were really a mainline thing.
I think they knew that a lot of because the consoles now can handle it pretty good.
Yeah, I mean consoles are
gonna get a shitload of console support.
Consoles are majorly and overwhelmingly like the market for big games now compared to PC.
Yeah.
I mean everything will always be on
like
PC, but
I think this is like one of the games where it's probably close to like 50-50. Usually it's like overwhelmingly on console.
yeah, no, Diablo is like Diablo's one of the games that's associated with PC, I feel like, just like by an older audience, especially.
Yeah. Kyle. I got a legendary from that guy. Right now I'm just like extracting all the legendaries I get.
Yeah, I extracted like a bunch of mine that I had left in my stash from when I was keeping them. Before I realized that they didn't matter.
They're good. I think they're good for slapping on a good sacred because once you're in once you start getting sacred legendaries aspects, the aspects scale a little bit higher.
Whoa, this guy's cool. The Curator. The boss designs visually in this game are like really good.
Yeah, I like all the bosses for sure. Like a giant necromancer in this guy. Fuck him up.
I hate when my infinite energy thing pops at the wrong time. Like,
Do you have yours like your keys? Is it like are you holding it or do you just like toggle it?
what do you mean, the abilities?
Yeah, like your main spam ability.
Oh, my main spam, I like just hold it until I run out of energy.
Yeah, I've been like just spamming it. I know I can hold it, but there's also a setting where you can like toggle it on. I don't know.
I don't think I want to do toggle. It's a little more comfortable to just hold it rather than just clicking constantly.
Get out of this corner. Yeah, potions do you have?
So 5. I haven't gotten enough. I need to get my renown up. I'm almost done. I've almost got my skill point or my potion out up for the H name region or whatever it's called.
You probably want to spend like 2 days to do that. 9 is definitely like huge.
Need more time.
You've been upgrading the potion too, right?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
I've got enough like stuff for up to level 60, I think, right now.
Yeah, I didn't have any issues with that. Casey was saying he didn't have the resources.
Need more time. Need more time.
I think only like 100 people have done the race for hardcore 100 or 1,000 to 100 on hardcore. It's crazy. I kind of expected like there would be like non-streamer gamers that like a lot of them that would already be getting there. It's not easy, but expected more than 100. How long is this game been out now? Like
A month now?
10 days.
Wait, 10 days?
10
yeah,
days.
10 days. I don't know why I thought a month for some reason.
And so next week there'll probably be like 1,000 active there by the end of the week.
Oh gosh, I ran out of potions. Oh dear. Oh, that's a problem.
I got 400 drops on me. Here's the boss.
need more time.
Stop. Look at that. Jesus.
Sheesh.
Ballistas hurt.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
My bags are
Got a
full.
little ring from that. Let's go. Now you go to the statue and change it to tier 3.
I'm not level 50 yet. Or does just completing it give it to you?
Giving it level 3 gives it to you. I did it at like 53 because I was like already higher in the story. My necro. I think you have to change it because you're the party person.
Where's the statue?
By me.
Oh yeah. I see.
Power damage, ultimate damage. Yeah, it's a little better. Get that one. Get that one.
Guess I'll have to go speak with the Tree of Whispers real quick. It's still part of my quest progression or whatever.
Yeah, you can do that. I don't think I have to be there.
Yeah.
Seconds. Take this too.
Yeah, those legendaries. Good. Mm-hmm. Oh my. Well, that's actually pretty good. A freaking Destiny looking helmet. The heck?
Nice.
Like that bug helmet, remember?
No. Okay, man.
Maybe bug helmet is from Halo. I might be confusing the two Bungie games.
Welcome, Savior. You've stopped Lilith, freed Sanctuary of its supposed shackles. I'm sure it's everything you were hoping for. Congratulations.
Shut
These
up,
hoes.
rats. Always so talkative, new flesh.
Wanderer, why are you here? Come to strike a deal?
My head stays where it is.
2,400,000. Let's
Simply
go.
looking for an ally.
Ally,
I was like selling everything I was getting in that one dungeon.
could afford
Farming it.
arrangement if it's not too beneath you.
Debts need to be fulfilled. You could claim them. Yes, claim their debts. In exchange, we will provide you with power, wealth, whatever it is you desire. Yes, yes.
Meanwhile, you will be the force of good, curing Sanctuary of its ailments.
Far away in the broken city of Caldeum, there are those indebted to us, demon and man alike, Slay them and claim their debts. The crew will do the rest.
Need to read in my skill tree. Like a 5 minutes. Planning. Mastery. Got that. Currents. Currents.
Arms for the light.
Hydras. Well, information.
I can take common, turn it special.
Oh. Old. Fireball.
Farewell. Dark days upon us. You need a proper weapon.
If I get a decent sacred gear set, I'm gonna have to farm a few dungeons to get the aspects I need. Does your guide show, like, for instance, like Maxwell, it kind of shows what aspects you want on each item, and then the prioritizes like what stats you should be, like a scale to like 1 to 6, like the most important stat for each item.
Shows.
It's like some
yeah, stat
some
priority
stats-
list. It looks like.
yeah,
Yeah, and legendary aspects and codex of power. Yeah, has that too.
some stats can roll like on all the gears, but some of the stats for that are like the higher stat range is like
Anything else?
specific to a gear, or for a slot I should say. Like chest armor is like where you like you can like I think damage reductions and stuff, and then your ring and your jewelry is like the crit stuff, and movement speed is the boots obviously, and your weapon. Because I need cooldown reduction is the most important stat for me.
Crit will be the most important for me. Critter, skill damage.
Yeah, crit strike chance is amazing on almost all of them. My necro, it was like, that was like the best thing about the necromancer. If I use those tendrils, it made them vulnerable, crowd controlled, and stun, load all in one. And then I had the aspect which like almost guarantees a crit. For me, at least. It's good for teammates too. Crowd control. We'll see how leveling those dimer dungeons with this go.
Yeah, one of these will be good for my quest to give these grim favors over here. And go to this one that I've marked.
Your grim favors they're okay, they're not the best. They're good for nothing else. But Nightmare dungeons and Helltide events are like way more efficient, I would say.
I mean, I've got a Helltide event as well to do.
Is it up right now? They spawn like every hour, every few
It
hours.
says it ends in 48 minutes.
Oh shit, yeah, we should do that. Let me pull up the map to see where the chests are. I can send you that link too. I think Queen D found it.
And in
Send
the
it to you
Diablo
on-
channel?
No, they have an older one.
Oh.
Sent it to you in a DM. You like bookmark it or something? Bookmark it or something? It like shows like the region, and then there's like all the chests. Those are where the chests that aren't on the map.
The orange
That's
dots are
the
the
one-
chests? Oh wait, no,
the
I
orange
see the
dots
actual.
are public events.
I
Yeah.
see, yeah, the little.
So those chests don't appear on the mini map. Those are like the mystery chests, and they cost 175. And the green little dot around it means that someone like just marked it. So because they move around, like sometimes some of these chests won't be there. Like the ones that aren't green, they might not be there right now because it's like on a timer.
Oh,
So
that's
sometimes you
interesting.
have to like run across. Like I've missed like 2 chests like with like 30 seconds left.
I really like how like
Just 'cause-
active, like on one hand, I didn't really, I'm like kind of 50-50 on the whole like social sphere in like games having like a social, being like a hub for social stuff. But like I like how like active this game is. Like, you're always going to do stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Got a pretty good in-game variety so far. Nightmare Dungeons, the Whispers.
A lot of
and
people
then
were saying that they were
Helltides.
really bored with it. It's like we'll see, but
Some people burnt themselves out with it. They're like Shady. He was like, "Oh, I got to
Shady
80."
said he already got to
No.
80. I'm like, dude, no wonder you burn yourself out. You played the game non-stop for like the whole time it's been
Yeah.
out.
Exactly. You can't really expect to like. That's not on the game. Alright. I'm not really sure. I think I asked both Shady and Smack said like the efficient way to get the, I forget what they're called, the currency in here. Holy shit. Actually, this might be a little rough for me. I might have to stay around you. This is like level 55 for me.
Oh dear.
I'm like 7 or 8 levels under.
Get out of
guys
this
are-
ritual thing.
He needs time to recharge.
These guys hurt. What the fuck?
I did not teleport to you. I'm like coming. It's bringing me in from a weird angle. I don't know why.
Wait, why the fuck do I still have... Oh, then assign it. I need to like push a skill on real quick.
Oh, nice freaking vignette, dude. Love it.
Name shield.
This vignette on you the whole time. That's freaking annoying.
Should probably put these on. I'll try this.
These aberrant senders do.
See that? That's the currency. So you need 175.
170. Ah, you seem to get a lot of them actually. I rescind my
Oh,
statement.
your ping isn't. There's nothing there. That's just like the region.
I was just thinking what it had marked on the map.
No, that's just like the region thing. Yeah.
I'm not ready yet.
Let me refresh. We can go to one of these events. Looks like there is one.
Okay, nice.
There's one I ping.
Whatever.
Yeah, we might be a little under level. That might be rough. Hopefully we can find a group. There's like, it's kind of like the
Get a false man in here. Holy crap, this is crazy.
it's kind of like whatchamacallit, the world boss stuff. There's like a lot of people in the instance for the Helltides.
I found one of the chests.
Barbarian.
On a full gas.
So that public amount on me. Okay, it hasn't even started. Or just finished.
Wait, is the Helltide based on like events that are going around that you want to do, or like?
It's just like you farm for the cinders and open chests.
Oh,
and
so
you have
it's
a time, like,
literally
an hour to
okay.
do it.
Just got to become a demon farmer for an hour.
Good for getting legendaries. So now you'll start getting like sacred stuff.
Do you need help?
Please, I need your help.
Invite Pulse if he's on.
My dear.
Send him an invite.
Yeah, if he's down.
These woods alone.
Could be World Tier 3 still. So there's a boss in this world that will be like level 70. You'll see his icon on the map sometimes. And he's not here to fight. He's only here to kill people.
I'm not ready.
The butcher wishes he was him.
I think in this part of each region, I think he looks different, but it's like a fucking mosquito looking thing.
Oh,
Here.
okay, I just got one tapped. Nice. Poggers. Poggers.
Oh yeah, he'd be squishy. He's rude. A little squishy too.
This bow just like annihilated me.
Yeah, this might be a little rough.
Need more time.
Want to just do Nightmare Dungeons and Sword? Drop the level.
Yeah, this ain't happening. I'm barely surviving against this. Yeah, there's a legendary sword though. I've got to grab that.
Yeah, I'm down to like kind of just do Nightmare Dungeons.
That's yeah.
So
This
we
is
can-
not worth it.
It's a little too hard right now.
There's a level 63 guy here.
Do we even have any? I don't have any of the glyphs, not glyphs, Nightmare Scrolls. Yet. Craft any? I'm gonna see if I can craft.
No.
Okay, dude. All right, bro. Where'd you go? Oh, you teleported back. Okay.
Wait, I can't. I have to do a Nightmare Dungeon first. Talk to someone for
These
that?
like red ones are right. No, I have one marked on my map.
No, those aren't. Those are.
It
It's
has the
like
red marking
bears.
on them.
Wait, where's yours? Oh no, those are the Whisperers ones.
It has like the red thing around it though. Doesn't that mean it's a nightmare dungeon?
Does it say Whisper or what?
Yeah.
But no, Whispers are different.
Oh,
That's for the tree.
cool.
Talk to someone? I don't remember how you get the first thing. Unless you have to join off someone.
Wow. God. Sacred rare gloves.
Oh, okay, so we have to get one to drop like RNG. So we can either do events, public events in the world, or just regular dungeons.
You have to do a dungeon to make one spawn?
They only spawn and it's like a drop. It's like an RNG drop that starts in World Tier 3. Not like you get like elixirs and certain things.
Alright, well, lead the way to one. I don't care.
Once you get into the nightmare dungeons, like I was getting like 1 or 2 like every nightmare dungeon now. So like once you're in there, you get plenty. Guess we just do this, the one we were doing, pretty fast.